The beautiful and magnificent Notre Dame Cathedral has officially reopened as of December 7th, 2024, and after 5 long years of restoration, thousands of visitors are flocking to witness its rebirth. But with Notre Dame being brought back to life, are we seeing an exact replica of the former cathedral, or has the restoration process changed this architectural masterpiece forever? How are we doing, guys? It's Jerry here, and what intrigues me most about this restoration project is understanding the million-dollar question. Was the cause of the Notre Dame collapse incidental or intentional? And will the 2019 incident change the way we monitor, maintain, and secure architectural masterpieces in the future? Stick around and let's find out together. Let's rewind to April 15th, 2019. The world watched in disbelief as flames engulfed Paris's iconic Notre Dame Cathedral. For over 850 years, this architectural marvel stood as a testament to faith and history, hosting coronations, royal weddings, and moments of national significance. But that evening, its towering spire collapsed in a fiery blaze, and the wooden roof, known as the forest for its intricate timber beams, was reduced to ashes. How did this happen? The fire erupted in the attic at around 6:18 p.m. Within minutes, flames engulfed the ancient wooden framework fed by the dense oak beams that had stood since the 12th century. Firefighters worked tirelessly, saving the cathedral's twin towers and much of the stone vaults below, but the damage was catastrophic. At approximately 7:50 p.m., the spire, added in the 19th century by architect Eugène Viollet-le-Duc, collapsed, marking a heartbreaking moment for Paris and the world. The exact cause of the fire remains uncertain. Initial investigations pointed to an electrical short circuit or possibly a carelessly discarded cigarette. However, questions linger. Could negligence have played a role? Or a more chilling thought, was it intentional? Now, before we dive into the restoration process, let's take a step back and explore the history of Notre Dame. Construction began in 1163 under the reign of King Louis VII, with Bishop Maurice de Sully overseeing the project. Located on the Ile de la Cité, on the heart of the Seine River, the cathedral's Gothic architecture was revolutionary for its time. Soaring arches, ribbed vaults, and the iconic flying buttresses allowed for thinner walls and larger stained glass windows, flooding the interior with light. It wasn't just a place of worship, it was a symbol of innovation and faith. Completed in 1345, Notre Dame bore witness to centuries of history. From Napoleon's coronation to Victor Hugo's literary masterpiece, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, this cathedral became intertwined with French identity. But in 2019, that identity faced its greatest challenge. Fast forward to the aftermath of the fire, French President Emmanuel Macron made a bold promise. Notre Dame would be rebuilt within 5 years. The task was monumental. Engineers, architects, and artisans from around the globe united in a mission to restore this cultural icon. The question wasn't just how to rebuild, but how to do so while preserving its authenticity and ensuring its future resilience. The first big challenge was stabilizing Notre Dame to stop further damage. After the fire, the stone vaults, those beautiful arches that formed the ceiling, were left weakened and exposed to the weather. Without protection, rain and wind could have caused even more harm. To keep the building safe, engineers installed large window braces inside the cathedral. These acted like a giant temporary skeleton, holding everything in place and preventing parts of the structure from collapsing. They also added a temporary roof to shield the cathedral from rain. But here's the tricky part. How do you add support to a fragile building without accidentally making things worse? This is where technology came to the rescue. Engineers used advanced computer modeling software to study how the building's weight and forces were distributed. This virtual tool allowed them to see exactly where supports were needed and how to place them safely. Every brace and beam was positioned with extreme precision, ensuring that Notre Dame stayed standing while the restoration work began. Now, one of the most debated aspects of the restoration was the spire. Should it be rebuilt exactly as it was, or should a modern design replace it? Ultimately, the decision was made to honor Eugène Viollet-le-Duc's original 19th century design. But replicating the spire was no small feat. Over 1,000 oak trees were sourced from French forests, some as old as 200 years. These trees were carefully selected for their size and quality, then treated to ensure they would withstand the test of time and fire. Recreating the spire required extraordinary craftsmanship. Traditional carpentry techniques were combined with modern technology. Using detailed blueprints and 3D laser scans of the original structure, craftsmen were able to replicate every joint and beam with millimeter precision. So imagine carving a massive jigsaw puzzle out of oak, where every piece must fit perfectly to support the spire's weight. Yeah, that's the level of expertise involved. Modern technology didn't stop there. Drones equipped with high-resolution cameras captured detailed images of the cathedral's exterior, allowing architects to map every crack and imperfection. 3D laser scanning created a digital twin of Notre Dame, providing a virtual model that engineers could analyze and manipulate. This digital twin became an invaluable tool for planning repairs and ensuring accuracy. Engineers could test different restoration techniques digitally before applying them to the actual structure, reducing the risk of errors. Inside the cathedral, the restoration team faced the delicate task of preserving priceless artifacts. The crown of thorns, believed to have been worn by Jesus during the crucifixion, was one of the many relics rescued during the fire. Stored in a fireproof vault, this sacred artifact survived unscathed. Similarly, Notre Dame's centuries-old stained glass windows were spared from the flames, although they suffered from smoke and water damage. Restoring these treasures required meticulous care. Each stained glass panel was carefully removed and transported to specialized workshops. Skilled glassmakers cleaned centuries of grime and repaired cracks using traditional techniques. Damaged pieces were replaced with new glass crafted to match the original colors and designs, ensuring the windows would once again bathe the cathedral in radiant light. The vaulted ceilings, a hallmark of Gothic architecture, presented another significant challenge. Made of limestone, these intricate stone webs were weakened by the fire's intense heat. Masons used traditional methods to carve replacement stones, matching the original profiles with painstaking accuracy. Where possible, surviving stones were cleaned and reintegrated, preserving as much of the original material as possible. But how do you ensure a structure as ancient as Notre Dame is protected from future disasters? Fire safety became a top priority. While the exact cause of the 2019 fire remains unknown, the restoration team implemented advanced fire detection and suppression systems. Heat sensors and smoke detectors were discreetly integrated into the cathedral's design, along with a modern sprinkler system. The roof and spire's wooden framework were reconstructed using fire-resistant materials, blending tradition with innovation. The global effort to restore Notre Dame Cathedral was nothing short of extraordinary. From the moment the flames were extinguished, experts from around the world rallied together to ensure that this cultural icon would rise again. Architects, historians, engineers, and artisans from over 150 countries combined their skills and knowledge, transforming the restoration into a symbol of international unity. One of the most significant contributions came in the form of funding. The restoration's cost was initially estimated around $700 million. But thanks to an outpouring of support, over $900 million was raised from 340,000 donors across 150 nations. These funds didn't just come from wealthy benefactors or governments. Ordinary people donated whatever they could, showcasing the deep emotional connection the world has with Notre Dame. This level of global solidarity emphasized the cathedral's role as more than just a Parisian landmark. It's a symbol of shared cultural heritage. Sustainability was another key focus. The restoration team committed to incorporating eco-friendly methods and materials, ensuring that Notre Dame could endure for generations to come. One of the most remarkable examples was the use of salvaged oak from French forests to recreate the cathedral's roof structure. Over 1,000 oak trees, some as old as 200 years, were carefully selected for their size and strength. These trees were harvested in a sustainable manner, ensuring minimal impact on the environment. In addition to traditional materials, the restoration incorporated cutting-edge technology to future-proof the cathedral against climate-related challenges. Advanced fire-resistant treatments were applied to the wooden framework, and the roof was reconstructed with modern insulation techniques to regulate temperature and humidity. The reopening of Notre Dame in December 2024 marks a new chapter in its storied history. The occasion was celebrated with grandeur, including a series of cultural events and a special mass attended by dignitaries and visitors from around the globe. As the cathedral bells rang across Paris for the first time in 5 years, it was a moment of triumph and reflection. Looking ahead, Notre Dame's future is brighter than ever. Plans are in place to enhance visitor experiences with improved accessibility and educational programs that highlight the cathedral's history and restoration journey. Ongoing maintenance will ensure that Notre Dame remains a safe and welcoming place for generations to come. Notre Dame's reopening is more than just a milestone. It's a symbol of resilience and unity. For Parisians, it reaffirms their city's strength. For the world, it serves as a reminder of the importance of preserving our shared heritage. Whether you're admiring the newly restored spire or listening to the organ's haunting melodies, Notre Dame continues to inspire awe and reverence. What do you think? Should restoration projects stick to historical authenticity, or is there room for modern innovation? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss stories about the world's most iconic landmarks. See you next time.